Hello, I am back again. I thought of some more tips and useless information. Well, it's only useless if you can't use it, but I give you something to think about. Maybe you're kind of one of those entrepreneur types and you'd like to make some extra money. You're not really wanting to sell your soul to the devil, and you definitely don't want to do the 9 to 5. Try this depending on what area you are in. You can be an observer, a person who gathers information with your phone, or if you have some surveillance equipment. Yeah, you already know where I'm going with this, right? Well, there are plenty of people who need more hours in the day. They think that their significant other is doing something on the sly. They think that a person that's getting an insurance policy is not quite as disabled as they're claiming to be. Maybe they have an employee that they think is getting a 5-finger discount. Well, you just put yourself out there as a completely objective observer. I don't know. You don't want to call yourself a private investigator unless you get a license, which I understand is not as hard as you think. I don't live that far from Jefferson City, Missouri, so it's something that I've kind of thought of myself, and then under that circumstance, you could charge a bit more, I guess. But, I mean, what's good money? You know, you're not taking out any taxes if you're an independent contractor. I would say start at maybe $25 an hour, depending on how difficult the gig is. And you don't really need to have much more than this phone, your phone, but it'd be better if you had a more variety of surveillance. Say, for instance, you were asked to go in and observe a man and a woman having lunch. You can even get a little bitty camera that's the size that you can put it in an ink pen. You can even like set it down and kind of appear to be looking forward and talking to somebody else, or looking at your own menu. The surveillance game sometimes is a hurry up and wait. Bring a book. You don't want to do anything. The most important thing is preferably that you don't have a red car and that you're not blasting the radio. Be as insignificant as you can when you're going out and doing these observations. You can make good money doing this. Just keep absolutely good records for whoever hires you, and they will hire you again. Just keep it as secretive as you possibly can, especially if it's to do with some marital issues. But write a good ad. Use ChatGPT. I'm hoping I'm saying that right, or another one of those chats, you know, like a Gemini or whatever, to write an appealing ad. Put it on the list of Craig, and you may not get enough work at first to quit your main gig, but you can get enough to be kind of a side hustle, and it's not something that you have to even report to another person. I'm just giving you some ideas, because see, I hate it when people have to play the game, especially if they're not that kind of person, which is why I really like the idea of people that can still make a good living doing something like here on YouTube, being creative, come up with your own strategy. I'd like to do the observer thing if ever my son could get a driver's license, but like I said, he's got some handicap, his vision being one of them. I have a high amount of anxiety. But if ever you're in the Missouri area and you want somebody to go with you and do this observing thing, choose me. I always leave my phone number and email in the description. But anyway, and as I think of these little gems of information you could potentially use, I will keep making these little short videos. Anyway, thank you so much and have a blessed Friday.